Do you ever look at your sketchbook and have pure anxiety because you're just like, how the hell am I going to fill all these pages? Or what if I make a giant mistake that I have to live with forever? Or what if some random stranger finds my sketchbook and then starts judging me for it? If you're feeling this way, then this video is for you. I thought it was a great idea to take on a challenge and finish my sketchbook by the end of the month. There was 7 days left in the month of July and I had 56 pages to fill. And I just kept thinking to myself, how the hell am I going to come up with this many ideas to fill all these blank pages and have them actually look halfway decent? So I did what anyone else would do and go on the internet. Of course, I asked you guys on Instagram what you wanted to see in this sketchbook. I watched so many sketchbook content videos on how to fill a sketchbook fast, and I figured out personally what I wanted to work on and practice in my sketchbook. So I ended up coming with an idea to fill this hat with 60 plus prompts and ideas, and every time I moved on to the next page or prompt, I would just pick out of the hat, and the hat would essentially tell me what to create. This method definitely made my week a lot less overwhelming because the hat essentially picked for me what I had to do so I didn't have to think about it. And if you're anything like me and very indecisive, this is legit perfect for you. If you want to learn how to fill your sketchbook fast, this is how the video is going to be laid out. 10 tips and tricks to help you get this sketchbook done fast, and how you can keep motivated and have those creative juices keep flowing if you do try out this method. I'll be showing you some process shots from the week of me filling my sketchbook, and this will include some techniques, materials, and methods. I'll be leaving the 60 plus prompts in the description, so if you found this method useful, you can try it yourself. I'm in no means a professional whatsoever, but I just wanted to share my experience and my thoughts throughout this process and week, and if it helps you guys, then that's the ultimate goal here. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So I got this sketchbook at the end of June, but I didn't really do much with it until the end of July. I probably filled like 10 to 12 pages, but it was nothing crazy. I started this challenge on July 25th and ended it on August 2nd. I was really striving for trying to end it exactly on the 31st, but you know, adding those 2 extra days to produce like good quality pages really like boosted my self-confidence and my skills. So in these 9 days, I filled 56 pages like I said before, which resulted in me doing 6 to 8 pages a day, depending how productive I was feeling. This was my first ever sketchbook I ever completed in my artistic journey, so at the end of the week, I was so proud to be able to like flip through the book and just be able to see all my hard work that went into the week. Starting off this challenge, I knew it was going to be a little bit difficult, but I didn't realize like how difficult it was going to be for me personally. Having to focus all day and create and practice these skills gets tiring after a while, but it was so worth it because by the end of the week, it was a lot easier to produce product and the ideas just seemed to like keep flowing out. The first tip I want to give someone if they want to start a sketchbook, even if it's not in like a timely manner, is don't overthink it. It's a lot easier said than done, but seriously, I think this is one of the most important tips. A sketchbook is for you and your artistic growth, and you don't have to show it to absolutely anyone if you don't freaking want to. People are lucky if you show them your sketchbook because it's a reflection of you and your ideas, and it's kind of like a diary or a journal, so don't worry about every page coming out good or hiding your mistakes or having every page look like a masterpiece. Just do it for you because at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. The second tip I want to talk about is, if you're feeling overwhelmed, just frick it up. Having a ton of blank pages just flipping through can honestly, seriously just give you so much anxiety and just make you feel so overwhelmed because now you have to come up with all these ideas to fill all of these blank pages. Not knowing what to create or wanting to like mess up or wreck a page can really like stunt your creative like process because it's just a page. You have so many pages. Like, don't worry about this one page, you know? Just add some splatters, mess it up, like make a mess. It's just so fun just to be able to do whatever you want in your sketchbook. So frick it up. Another really helpful tip that I like to do is set timers for yourself. This tip is really useful if you're going to be trying to do your sketchbook in a timely manner like I was. Sometimes you just get so carried away because you're like in the zone that you don't really realize how much time you're spending on one piece. So it's always good to like set a timer for yourself just so you know and like have a little reminder like, hey, I spent like 30 minutes on this, or like, hey, I spent like an hour and 40 minutes on this one piece. The next tip is take breaks. Make sure you take damn breaks, people. I always forget how important this tip is, honestly, for myself. I think it's another one of those tips that kind of people overlook, but it's actually really important. You know, getting up and stretching your legs, going outside for a walk, getting a sip of water, cleaning up your workspace. Being able to take a break, you can come back to what you're working on with a fresh eyes and a new perspective, and you can see what you need to work on and what doesn't need to be worked on. The next tip is my favorite, and that is changing up your mediums. Experiment in your sketchbook, guys. Have fun, you know, like do whatever the hell you want. Do everything and anything in your sketchbook. Challenge yourself to try out a bunch of different things. You know, if you want to do paintings, if you don't want to do ballpoint pen, if you want to do graphite, charcoal, literally anything, just try it. And also what I mean by changing up your mediums, actually change them up. Like do ballpoint pen and then do a crazy charcoal drawing. Switching up materials makes your brain rewire the way it's thinking and processing and working with that new material, that you have to think of a whole new way of actually working with that new material. Next thing I want to talk about is filling the whole page, theme spreads, and overlapping your drawings onto other drawings. One thing I've noticed that a lot of people do that I'm trying to work on also is doing theme spreads. You know, pick a dog or pick a plant, but do it in 5 different perspectives, in 5 different colors, in 5 different ways. This can help you realize some of your strengths and weaknesses that you need to work on. Something that I personally like to do to fill in like the white space like in your sketchbook is adding just like abstract shapes or just like random lines around sketches, or like blocking the sketches in for making your spread just like look a little bit more cohesive with everything on the page. I think it can make the design of your sketchbook look a little bit better, and it adds a little pizzazz. This has to be my new favorite thing to do of all time, and is recreating your old art and taking sketches from your old sketchbook and incorporating them into your new sketchbook. Filling up a spread of your old art is literally the most fun thing I did in the sketchbook. You can reflect on your old work and create something new at the same time. It made me realize how much I've improved throughout the years. You want to try new things and improve, because that's what life is really about, is improving yourself and what you want to work on. Setting challenges and goals for yourself is honestly, I think, one of the most important things that people should do in life. Setting a time or a deadline for you can help you get things done in a timely manner, and it makes you feel good that you achieved a goal for yourself that you set. This next trick I feel like a lot of people don't do because they don't think it's like an artistic thing to do, but it is write in your sketchbook. Write down stuff that you think is important to you that's going to help you and further you in your artistic journey. Researching about your muses and inspirations is a good way to get yourself inspired too. Looking at color palettes certain artists use or techniques they do in their work can help you find out things that you want to incorporate in your own work. I think there's like this stigma behind the final outcome of an artist's work. The viewer is only able to see the final outcome of the artist's work, but the artist themselves gets to live through the entire process of creating that work. This is a concept I've kind of been thinking about a lot lately, and that's why I think studying art is really important, because you get to learn from just studying something, like really truly looking at it and like thinking about like how did they do this process, or like how did they make that brush stroke, or how did they get that texture. I think learning about art is kind of just as important as making art yourself. If you're having trouble finding inspiration, do this method and challenge. There is literally no excuses whatsoever now saying like, oh, I don't know what to draw, oh, I don't know what to make. You literally have 60 prompts in the description that you can cut out and put in a hat and pick out, and you can just continue making and making and making until you have literally nothing else to make. So I don't want to hear, I don't know what to make. I just gave you 60 things to make. So get started making shit. Because if not, honestly, this video was probably just a waste of time. Seriously, filling this sketchbook really helped me. It made me feel so accomplished, and it makes me feel good that I actually like did something for myself and only for myself. It was just so fun just to be able to like create like every single day and like fill out a page and then be able to like flip through all your pages and just have it look freaking beautiful. So if you want to fill your sketchbook fast, let's recap on what we talked about. Number 1, don't overthink it. Seriously, just do it for yourself. 2, if you're feeling overwhelmed, just fudge it up. Don't worry about it coming out perfect. Number 3, set timers. Make sure you just set a reminder for yourself so you don't spend too much time on a certain subject. 4, take breaks. Just get up and stretch your legs for a minute so you have a new perspective and a new look when you come back to what you're working on. 5, change mediums. You know, switch it up, experiment. That's what life's about, is experimenting. 6, fill the whole page in theme spreads. Fill as much white space as possible, but if you don't want to, it's not the end of the world. Sometimes a little negative space can go a long way. 7, take and rip out old sketches and recreate old art. Reinventing your old art is honestly one of the funnest things ever, and it's a good way to look back on what you've created in the past. 8, set challenges and goals for yourself. Seriously, this is one of the most important things. Always set challenges and goals for yourself because at the end of the goal or the challenge, you'll feel so accomplished, I swear to God. Number 9, write in your sketchbook, doing like a research or info page. This can help you look at art in a different way and help you improve your skills. And 10, if you're feeling uninspired, seriously, do this challenge. It really helped me, and I think it can help a lot of you guys. I hope you guys found this video useful. Please let me know if you're gonna try this method down in the comments below. I always think it's really beneficial to challenge yourself and try new things, so please, 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 please try this challenge, because if you don't, this video is kind of a waste. Do you wanna waste my time? I think not. And don't forget to subscribe to me if you want to see more art content from me in the future. I upload every single Monday now, and I am just happy to be here and to be creating content for you guys because I just freaking love art so much. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!